So, our topic for today is anomalous finites. There are 24 anomalous finites which are also called special verbs. First, be. Finites of verb BR is am, are, was, were, being, been. These finite verbs are used as auxiliaries. Rules. First, in the continuous tenses. Example, the students are enjoying the classes. Second, in the passive voice. Example, the matter was discussed. Third, as a verb of incomplete predication. Example, he is a genius. To mean go or visit. Example, I have been to New York. As an intransitive verb of complete predication in the sense of existence. Example, there are different types of soils. Second, have, has, had. Usage in perfect tenses. Example, we have already completed the project. Second, in expressing possession. Example, I have a beautiful bike. Third, to mean get, receive, or take. Example, I have my lunch at 1:30 p.m. To indicate obligation. Example, I have to help my cousin. Fifth, as a causative verb. Example, I have a haircut after a month. Second, do, does, did. First, as principal verb. Example, do your test sincerely. Second, as auxiliary verb. Example, do you belong to Mumbai? As intransitive verb. Example, this quality of milk will do suffice. Fourth, in emphatic sentences. Example, I do believe in God. As a substitute for other words. Example, I helped her but she didn't. Fourth, can, could. Can, to express possibility. Example, can this statement be correct? Second, to express capacity. As this bottle can contain 1 liter of water. Third, to express permission. Example, you can take rest tomorrow. To seek permission. Can I take your car? For legal permission. Example, you can sell your share of this property. Could. It is the past form of can. She could clear the test. To denote permission. Example, my father said that I could go on a picnic. Third, to denote a condition. If I could do your favor, I would. Next is may, might. May. Permission. You may take rest now. Purpose. We eat so that we may live. Possibility. It may snow today. Wish. May you have the best of luck. And prayer, as may God bless him with early recovery. Might, a possibility that is more doubtful than may. Example, she is not hardworking but she might pass. Second, extreme politeness during a discussion. Might I express my views? A gentle reproach or admonition. If you couldn't complete the promise, you might have told me. Next is must. Necessity, compulsion, or strong moral obligation. Example, we must obey the rules of the road. Second, fixed determination. Example, I must get my share. Duty, you must be honest towards your job. Certainty or strong likelihood, as India must have become a superpower by 2050. Inevitability. Example, we all must die one day. A guess or an inference from circumstances. Example, he has cleared the IAS examination. He must have worked very hard. Next is ought to. It is used for moral obligation. Example, we ought to serve our parents. Second, desirability. Example, you ought not to walk barefooted. Third, ought to plus past participle is used to indicate past obligation. Example, you ought to have been more careful. Next, need. Necessity or obligation. Example, need you wait for her. Second, as a regular verb, it means require or be in need of. Example, we need your help. Next is shall and will. Shall. Simple future after I and we. Example, I shall help you in this matter. A command, a promise, a threat, or determination. Now I am giving you the example of all these four. For a command, you shall not leave this place. For a promise, she shall have a scooter if she stands first. Threat, you shall be turned out if you disturb the class. And determination, our soldiers shall fight to the last. Note, these days shall is used after you, he, she, it, they, etc. in special conditions. Now will. Willingness, promise, threat or determination after I and we. I am giving you these examples. For willingness, we will attend your marriage. For promise, I will get a watch on standing first. For threat, I'll turn you out if you say something objectionable. And determination, will be successful one day. Note, these days there is a tendency to use will after all subjects. Next is should and would. Should, duty or obligation, as you should control your temper. A condition, supposition, possibility, as if it should rain, we shall go on a picnic. A concession, as I'll not believe all this, though an angel should say this. Purpose, as walk properly lest you should fall. Fifth, idiomatic use, as I should think so. It means I am quite sure of it. Sixth, giving and seeking advice, as you should not talk like this. Seventh, disapproval of something that was done in the past, as you should not have wasted your time. Would is used first to express determination, as we would not yield before the trained. Second, to express a wish, as would that I were invisible. Third, to express a condition, as I would go there if I were invited. To express a habit, as we would go on a picnic every Sunday. To express willingness in the past, as she said that she would do as her parent wanted. To express a future action, as he said that he would be a businessman. Our class would go to see the Science City next week. Seventh, to express a polite request, as would you fetch me a glass of water. Next is dare. As a transitive verb, it denotes challenge or defiance, as how dare you speak against me. Second, to denote venture or courage in negative sentences, as I dare not ask him an explanation. Third, to make interrogative sentences, as dare he say such a thing. Next is used to. Used to is used To express a discontinued habits, as he used to play football as a child. Second, to denote a repeated action, as she used to run after flies. Third, when it means accustomed to, as I'm not used to hard manual labor. Hope you liked it. If you have any doubts, ask me in the